so awkward.
Your traveling studio needs an upgrade? So in this phase, I don't speak. That's usually what it means.
Well, we speak in the countdown timer phase. We say hello to everyone. And we say who's watching, and we wave. What is going on, you guys? How is everyone doing this time? Saturday evening.
Late evening.
It is a very late evening. What's the weather like for you guys? Where are you guys located? Where are you watching from? And what was the weather like?
What was the weather like where you are?
Paul said, Andrew, just do a hard shove to the left. That's how I feel.
My whole hand is over here too, so I could just like get her face
He's saying to the left so you can push me over
to
the sofa.
shove you off, but I could just get you.
I guess. How are you doing today?
Although if I shove you, everything's going with you because it's all on your lap. So stream over.
The stream will be.
That'll be command.
And he remembers that.
That was a really funny joke. That really made me laugh.
That was not funny.
That was funny.
What is going on? If you guys are going to do what we do, what we do on Saturdays, hang out.
It's ladies' night.
It's ladies' night. I rescheduled with Polly because I had a lot of stuff going on this week, and it's going to be a little bit more informative because she uses Kajabi. We'll get into it outside of the countdown.
In the countdown time.
Paul says, it's been a fun day. Glad I made it there. Yes, I was texting Paul. She was very surprised to see me. She didn't know what I told Paul. But we can talk about it. My sound effects. I gotta figure out something better. I almost bought the loop deck. I'm thinking about actually making the loop deck. What? Because I'm just going into it. Something is going on with my mic. You guys can hear Angie great. Can you hear me now? Do I have to hold it? I want to get one of those. They have, let's just wait.
Okay, now tell me all the things.
All right. So first off, let me know if you can hear me. I can just hold it like this for the rest of the evening. What is going on? Laura, what's cracking? Yeah, let me know if this is good or bad. What is going on? It's better?
Or better.
Or
said
good
good,
or
bad, or better.
Good, bad, better, indifferent, shitty, not shitty. So Angie has the lapel clipped in to her stuff. It doesn't sound like this is picking me up. Hello? How's this? Well, I feel like it looks like it's picking me up.
And the white noise. And me.
Yes, it's picking up the white noise.
Is that this right here?
Yeah. But, so my mic, okay, can you, I raised it up a little bit. Well, I raised mine up. I'm at level 6. I feel like I'm almost, let me bring it down to 5. I feel like I'm at, I don't want to peak, neither. When you turn to Angie, we hear you much better. So, if I talk like this, you can't hear anything I'm saying. I look like a little weirdo doing this. Hello, can you hear me? I sound hollow. Okay, hold on.
That means you just have to look at me and talk.
Hold on. Is this any better? What is this? Why are you laughing?
Because my whole balloon arch
all the
fell.
balloons from the wall is falling.
Oh, my balloons.
Trying to see. Let me see. Nothing. Okay. I just muted myself. Okay, so can you hear me separately now, or how does this sound? I did some settings, and now it looks like maybe? Okay, so how about now? Can you hear me? I'm gonna talk like a creeper. The one you were holding is not picking. Okay, yeah, I know. But is this better now? They might have been on merged channels. Now they're split channels. I'll wait. Dr. Omar, how are you doing? Because if not, we're going to have to just unplug it and hold that one between us.
Okay.
If it works. It's still nothing? Well, that's not good. Let me see. So I turned off this transmitter. I'm talking into her lapel mic now. Okay. So I turned this one back on. Is this any better? Oh, well. How about now? Is this any better now? Let me know if this is any better. So when I talk over here, stop laughing.
You just.
Because I need to make sure that it doesn't pick up your sound.
I know why all of it is happening. You're just it's total creeper vibes.
It is kind of, hey guys.
Stop.
Can you, wait, I gotta do like the low brow look. Is this better, Paul? Paul is yelling at me, so he's typing in all caps.
Why is he yelling
That
at me?
means,
What is he saying? Well, I know what typing in all caps is. I'm not.
so you want to hear something funny?
Wait, but what is he saying?
What do you mean, what is he saying?
What is he yelling at you about?
Oh, because he's telling me, so he was saying, nope, it's not bad. Now he's saying, yes, this is better.
Oh, okay.
And there's the latency, the lag, so
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
responding to me. Okay, so what the problem was that I was trying to fix the individual levels through the Rode Connect app, and I forgot that my mic number 1 was muted within Rode Connect. So the microphone was muted, my mic.
Oh, okay.
Look over here. So I was looking at the numbers. This is the volume of how each microphone is. So when we go back to, this is the main page. This here.
Oh, I see.
This
You
is
click that.
So
Yep.
this is the way I was talking. So it was only picking up yours because my mic.
Was muted.
And now my mic is not muted. And now we're good to go. So I can probably bring the levels back down. And we should be good to go. I want to make sure I don't peak. Okay, now all is well in the world. Thank you so much, everyone. You know, rookie mistakes is all. Rookie mistakes is all. Because you got the fancy, she got the lapel mic. Let me say hello to everyone. And then what's going on? All right, cool. Thank you,
I have to
doctor.
mic myself.
You did have to mic yourself.
I'm not a guest anymore.
You're not a guest anymore. Your people want you more on the show than what they want me. What is going on? Lewis, thank you for coming through. Richard, what is poppin'? How are you doing today? Oh, I guess I can put this back now that we know what the issue was. I don't have to hold it like a little. Wait, hold on. Come back here. Okay, now it should be, if I put it over here. All right, so now we should be good to go with the audio. Go back to saying hello to everyone. I did see Brianna was here for ladies' night. So many buttons, so little time. That is definitely true, just getting everything set up. So I'm streaming today using the ZV-1 because I didn't get my ZV-E10 yet. I ordered it. I was hoping.
You said you were getting it.
I did. I lied to Angie, and I told Angie that I was driving to Delaware because my ZV-E10 had come in stock, and so I was going to pick it up today. But what I actually did was I made a 4-hour and 15-minute long commute to come surprise her because the twins' birthday party was today and to hang out and show support. So I'm here. I brought the ZV-1 with me. So we are streaming using the ZV-1. I have one, I guess I can show you guys on NDI a little bit of the setup. I do like this setup with the ZV-1. Good on the go. I think it has good quality. I am hardwired to her internet.
Which is working?
Yeah, it's working. It seems to be working all good. Let's just come over here and turn on Filmic Pro so I can show you guys a little bit of this setup. And come over this way. And so that's the ZV-1. That's one light, and that light that you guys are looking at there, you can see the unicorn because we're unicorns. Anyway,
I'm not a unicorn.
You're not a unicorn?
No.
Oh, we spoke about this with Lewis on the show. Of what a unicorn.
Not a unicorn.
What's a unicorn again?
A unicorn is a third in like a polyamory relationship or something.
Oh, no, I'm not a unicorn neither. No unicorns. You're the unicorn. Anyway, so I'm using, that's a Viltrox light, and I have NP batteries connected. So I'm using the Viltrox light, and the Viltrox light, that light is on the lowest setting. So that's on 20% at 5600 Kelvin, which I think looks really good for where we're at. You can see it's kind of far away from us. And then I have the Rode Wireless Go's connected. So I have the Rode Wireless Go connected to the laptop. I'm using Rode Connect through there. Angie has the lav mic, she's clipped in there. And then I have because the lav clips, I lost the one that comes with the Lav Go. I got replacement ones and they're too big. They don't fit. Don't laugh at me. And then can you hold the phone like this really quick?
Absolutely.
Why are you laughing?
I'm not.
You are laughing. Oh. And so these are the batteries that I have here. You can look at it a little bit closer. So these are an MP50 battery. So this blind spot adapter, you can actually connect your NP50 and then you can connect two USBs. So this will even, with this blind spot adapter, I learned about this from Keith and from Doc 2 years ago. With the MP50 batteries, you can like charge up your cell phone, you can charge up your cameras, whatever USB, you can actually charge it up. You can see it has its LED cable. And so this NP50 is going to the ZV-1. So kind of like a dummy battery, and it actually lasts a really long time. So that's how I'm powering my ZV-1 there. And then I have a cam link connected. So here are my adapters. So I have, this is the cam link. This is the Ethernet cable to be hardwired in, the power cable, and then the Rode Wireless Go over here. And that's the setup. Just come back to the regular scene. That's the mobile setup. Yeah, that's it. That's the mobile setup for where we're at. And it's actually pretty good, although the tripod, I'm going to make, you have something to say about the tripod?
I have nothing to say about my tripod.
Let me see, because I want to make sure that this is not kind of, I'm going to just change this a little bit because I don't want it to rub against your hoodie. That should be a little bit better. Bring this down. Just, that should capture you a little bit better. And then, oh, you got something to say because I didn't mic you up
I have nothing
earlier.
to say.
Okay. So that shouldn't be any rustling. I don't know if it was rustling before because the one thing I don't have is headphones. So I'm not monitoring the audio. Hence, I wouldn't have known that my mic was muted until you guys told me. Let's see. That is a horny corn.
A third. I get it.
Oh
It's
my
funny.
goodness.
I looked at the unicorn like, wait, what? And I was like, no, we were talking about what? Okay.
Gotcha. Lewis says no unicorns for him neither. Remember he died laughing when we spoke about that. Let's see. Dr. Omar says, is that the Rode Wireless Go 1 or 2? Was wondering what cable you were using with your MacBook. So it's the 2. So I got it so I can connect the 2 transmitters. I waited for a little bit. And then I knew that I was going to be bringing Angie on and we were going to be doing like a lot of stuff on the go. we're in the works of planning a podcast and stuff. So to do kind of things like this where we're sitting next to each other, whether it's literally walking and doing vlog style stuff or sitting next to each other and doing pre-recorded things, I felt like the Rode Wireless Go's would be a really good setup for both of us so we can talk freely and not have to worry about mic placement and stuff. And it's turned out to be really good. I've been using it way more than what I thought I was going to use it, which is good because then at least I'm getting the return on my investment. So it's the go-tos. And then the cables, I ended up buying the Rode AI Micro, and I don't have it connected today, but with the Rode AI Micro, hold my hand so I don't fall. Okay, thanks. Because I would have tipped over. You guys would have enjoyed that, I bet. Why is that funny?
Because I'm just picturing it. That
Okay,
would have made me laugh.
hold me.
Don't let the Mac fall.
Okay. All right, thanks. All right. Let's see. Here's the Rode AI Micro.
Give it to me.
No, that goes there. Good there. So you have the Rode AI Micro there. And what's cool with the Rode AI Micro, if we just do live demo mode really quick here. So, no, I don't want to install later. I don't want to end the broadcast. Okay, so this is the Rode Connect app. So it's kind of like a Rodecaster Pro on the go. And so you can see that I have my 2 levels for my microphones. And then if we go into each individually, all it gives me, it's very basic. It just gives me how I can increase the level and it gives me a pad. However, when we bring in the Rode AI Micro and we connect it, because this has a small DSP, a digital signal processor, in this piece here, this turns on the audio functions that you get with a regular Rodecaster Pro, like the big bottom, the, what is it? The what is it? There's 4 things. It's the noise gate, the compressor, the big bottom, and whatever's the other one. You get those features here, and I didn't connect it today because I was just trying to get everything and be as simple as possible. What's so funny?
Listen, first that you know so much tech stuff.
Right.
That I'm like, what is she even talking about?
I know, you're
right?
just
like
sitting
I'm just
quietly,
sitting like I
just
have
sitting
no idea, and I'm
patiently.
like, this is so amazing. You know so much stuff.
Right.
But then even that this was a simple setup for you.
This
Like-
was a simple setup for me.
Nah.
This is not simple. It's simple. It's your laptop. It's a camera. It's one light.
Doing this
wireless
is a
microphones.
simple and hitting live and then
They can't
going
see. You gotta go doing this
with my phone.
Right. That's simple.
Just that's
I mean, I guess that's simple too. But
that's simple. That's all the way in my lane. This is not simple. You're amazing. That's it.
thanks. This is simple.
There's like 17 chords.
There's not. All right. Don't exaggerate.
You're hardwired.
There's 1, 2, 3, 4 cables.
You're hardwired.
Yes.
There's a light panel.
Hello. We gotta look good, right? We gotta sound good. We gotta look good. That's simple. I mean, listen. I could have brought a big soft
Wait,
box.
hold on. But then, oh my God. But then, but then your brain, like, do you think you could have done this with less cables, less connecting of stuff?
This is the least amount of cables that I can use.
Okay, because you were also like, oh, where's the HDMI cable? Because then I
Okay,
could put us
alright.
on the TV. And
Okay, all
because
right.
you don't do simple.
Okay,
you don't.
I do. And so here's the thing. If we go back in, let me turn NDI on one more time. Whatever, babe. Let's turn on NDI one more time.
I just think it's really cool. You're like talking all these things, and I'm like, I have no idea what you're talking. Like, I can't even. You just did it to me. Oh, do you know what I mean? And I was like, I don't really, but you know,
whatever.
it is what it is. I'm never gonna get it.
What's going on, DJ? Right, and so I'm showing you guys. I went back to showing you my camera view through NDI, and so you have Angie has the TV there, and it's behind the camera. So the thought process with connecting my MacBook to the TV was to throw everything up on the TV, right? And if we would have thrown it up on the TV, then I would have been able to easily look at the comments up that way because they're in the big screen. It's behind the camera. So I would have been able to look at the comments, keep an eye on, and just kind of go like this, like that, like this, like that, which would have been for me a much more engaging and pleasant live stream as opposed to being down here like a little nerdy nerd. A nerdy McSnerdy. Wait, you can't because you're like moving. You can't. You're moving the mic. You're such a rookie. Come on, don't be a rookie. All right. No, stop.
Well, it's choking me. You're choking me.
All right. Okay. I think now I'm touching it. All right. So let me come back over here.
You're not simple, though.
See, Dr. Omar says that that's pretty good for a mobile setup. I agree.
No, I just wanted to know, like, if you could have did this with 2 cables, but you're like, you know, oh, I wanted to do a little more.
I mean, I could have 100% used, okay, so look at this here.
You could have just hit live in Ecamm on your Mac.
Yeah, and then we could have used this. Look at how ugly we look here. Look how ugly we look here. Hold on.
I never look ugly.
Okay, whatever. Look at how beautiful we look here.
This just looks more professional.
We look beautiful.
Okay. I can't tell either way because I don't have my contacts on, so I just see my figure, your figure, and this big bright light. So we can't ask my opinion on that.
Gretchen.
But no, I get it. I'm not saying that but I wanted to know if it could be more simple because you were
listen.
with like 17 cables and this and that, and then it was, you know, oh, where's the long HDMI cord so I can throw it to the TV? And I'm like, what is going on here? I did forget that it was ladies' night too. So
yeah, well, the other thing is you're right. In theory, I guess if I had to admit, you're right, and now this is being live streamed.
In theory,
in theory.
No, it's not in theory.
It is in theory. So listen, there's a plus to the plus, the yin to the yang, right? So in theory, you're right. But here's the thing. It can be simple if you don't have the gear. So if I didn't have the gear, then it would be, all right, I need to go live. I don't have none of my stuff. I'm going to use my MacBook camera. Or maybe I'll use my iPhone and then use the back and kind of hold it that way, right?
Yeah.
Like the way you just said. But because I have the gear.
Yeah.
Right?
I agree. And I understand that the quality of your audio, your video, all of that is then going to be better because you're hooking up wireless mics and, you know, doing more. So.
Gabe says, is this stream mobile? If it is, I'm impressed. I mean, it's halfway, Gabe. I know you came in a little bit late. It's halfway because I'm in Angie's house this evening. So this is my mobile setup. This is what we're talking about that Angie says that it's, you were nice enough not to use the word complicated, but you did say that it was not simple.
Well, so it's complicated for me because this isn't my space. There's so many things happening that I don't understand that I just go along with you to just get your brain to keep going so you can move on to the next step of setting up for us.
Yes. Dr. Omar, I do have an affiliate link. I will send it to Paul and then Paul can put it in the chat really quick. So let me see. Oh, Paul already took care of it. Thank you so much, Paul. He's the best.
Yes, he is.
How many channels do you mod? Paul is just Mr. Moderator. He mods all the thing. Nothing can be done with 2 cables. And that's coming from your friend Paul. See?
Don't judge my numbers. I just throw them out there. Whatever number pops into my head.
Oh, God. Paul says, I agree. Paul says, the key to a good relationship is just saying you're right.
Yeah.
See, I just said that you were right. But
yeah,
I had to throw
it's the same
in theory.
But it's the same thing that I do with you, that you're like, the hole isn't fitting with the mic, whatever you were just trying to do. And it's like,
I mean, but it wasn't. So, okay, so then I'm using, you can see I'm clipped on. I have the Rode Wireless Go connected, clipped onto my shirt / bra strap because the Rode Wireless Go's don't work well with t-shirts. I bought replacement clips for the lav mic because I do have 2 lav mics. So Angie's laved up, which sounds really good, I think. And then it also, you don't have to worry about like the transmitter. So I would say absolutely keep the lav mics and you can conceal it a little bit better. I lost my clip for the secondary lav mic. I bought replacement clips and they don't fit my Rode Wireless Go. And I was struggling. I was trying to force it to fit.
She really was.
for like 5 minutes.
You don't just like, oh, this isn't going to work, let me keep going.
No.
And so that's why I don't say that to you in that moment, because I know that wouldn't be helpful to you, because you're like, no, I got to make this fit.
Yeah, I do.
Because there are things that I'm like that about. Like, I gotta get all of the balloons up, and you're like, what the hell? Like, just, it's fine. And I'm like, no, like, so I get it. That's why I just let you do your thing.
So Angie had her twins' birthday party today, and she was up till 4:30 a.m. setting up. I mean, it looked great. She did a balloon arch. It looked very pretty, had the whole design. You saw we showed you guys the unicorn. Was up till 4:30 a.m. and then went to sleep, was up till 4:30 and then woke up at 6:30 a.m. And I'm like, what the hell? You need sleep. But that's the super mom in you.
Yeah.
Paul did say earlier that he has a
important.
lot of respect for you as a single mom.
Thank you.
I know that that's important for you.
Yeah. Thank you, Paul.
She's extremely tired.
I am.
She's like, she's beat. She's ready to go to sleep. I was like,
I
so you're
am.
going to jump on ladies' night tonight. You're going to be my guest.
I forgot it was lady. I thought it was like, oh, we're going to do a 5-second stream. So why are you struggling so much? Just say hello. I'm at Angie's house. I missed her. Good night. But it's ladies' night. So we're here for this.
Yeah.
I like ladies' night.
Ladies' night is good. We're going to do some more pod decks stuff
Okay.
today. Well, it won't be too long, but it'll be some pod deck stuff today.
Yeah, that sounds fun.
Kali was supposed to come on, but with the week that I had, it was just an ill-timed date. I didn't realize it when Kali and I had scheduled the timing together basically with Stream Deck week, doing the Stream Deck day with Doc, doing Ecamm Stream Deck with Alec, and then doing my webinar on Thursday. Just threw me for a loop. I'm getting busier at work because it's home buying season, so it's a blessing. I'm not complaining, but I'm getting crazy busy. So then she touched base with me today, and she graciously offered to reschedule, which is another reason why I did end up coming to surprise you, because I didn't have like an official interview.
Yeah. Where you needed to be.
Because I knew that Callie's is going to help go through like Kajabi and how she uses funnels, and like she takes advantage of the marketing tools. So that's going to be a more informative. I wanted to be like really prepared. And so I wasn't. So you can thank Kali, because since she rescheduled, I was like, oh, okay. I can, yeah, you did touch the mic. It's okay. It's okay.
Just happy you're here.
But I'm going to reschedule with Kali, and we're definitely going to do that, because that's actually going to be a really good.
Yeah, that's really cool. I didn't realize she used Kajabi too.
Yeah. Yeah. So cool. I started with Kajabi because she was the one that like shared it with us in Discord about the free 2 months. So I ended up using her link when I signed up, and when I became a paying customer, she got the affiliate link, the affiliate commission from me. And then we got on a Zoom call together, and she spent an hour with me on the phone, helping me to understand like
how to use it,
the funnels. So like the marketing pipelines with. She showed me what I ended up using for the Stream Deck, the Ecamm on Deck, that webinar. Mm-hmm. She gave me that idea. And then like with the sign up page and stuff, she just showed me different ways to do like my marketing and pipeline and how Kajabi has it set up. And it was very, very informative for me.
That's awesome.
And she's willing to share all of her information and how she uses it with the community. So like
that's really awesome.
Yeah, for her as a yoga instructor, what she does is that she gets, she has her email list, her community, and then she'll send out a blast email, and she gives away like yoga pose of the month or something. And then she does like a pipeline of, this is like May is mental health month. She does like different things, and she uses the email marketing to kind of grow her business there.
Very cool.
So Kali was going to be on this evening, but just with the timing and stuff, it was just better. So we're still going to do that. I'm very excited for that. Let's see. No, so she's not coming on tonight because, like I said, I didn't do as much preparation that I should have. She wanted to meet with me ahead of time so we can have a conversation and really like make sure we knew what we were going to give out to the community. And with my week being as crazy as it was, I didn't have time to do that. So she will be on, just not tonight. I just now have to get a new date from her. And then we'll spread the awareness. I'll let you guys know a couple of days ahead of time when she comes on, so we can kind of do that. How you doing? You still awake over here?
I am. I was just thinking that when we're at your house,
Yeah.
I stare into your,
Teleprompter, the confidence monitor.
and so I'm so used to looking at us while we're talking that
Right.
I'm looking here and forgetting that your camera is not,
Yep. Yeah.
however that setup is. 'Cause
That's
don't know
why I
what that
wanted
looks
to
like.
throw it on the screen because then you also would have been a little bit better if you're kind of looking back there. You're
I also
still-
think that it's your light is in my eyes.
well,
And I know that it's for purpose. There's reason for it, but I think that might be why I'm
Yeah.
shying away from looking at the camera. Because
Yeah.
here it's doable, where here it's a little like.
Yeah, I get that. I get that. So
But that's because I have
what is it you
terrible
had?
eyes.
You had a what kind of transplant? Andrew's a
Had a
robot.
I'm not a robot.
You're a robot.
No, I'm not.
You had a corneal.
a corneal transplant.
She's a robot.
That's just tissue. That's not even like blood vessels and stuff.
Are you
It's
like
just
the
tissue.
robotic man that is like and you can like zoom in?
No, I still can't see anything. I literally still can't see anything. I'm looking at your screen. I can see your numbers.
Yeah.
Nothing here. I mean, let's give me a little credit. I have had my contact on since like
Yeah.
8 o'clock this morning because I had to take Aiden to baseball, but I can't read any of your comments.
Okay, well, I'm sorry. But I say that because since she's had the corneal transplant, she's really sensitive to any type of bright light. So the light that we normally use as content creators, like for our key light and then fill lights and stuff, those lights just really drive her crazy.
And I just want to like stay here so that
Yeah.
it's like I can see the light, but then obviously that's not
Yeah.
who wants to just see my forehead.
It's kind of like, it's similar to like when people do the LASIK. Like when Doc had LASIK, he had to wear glasses because for a couple of weeks after LASIK, you're very, very sensitive. Your eyes are very sensitive to sunlight.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like that, but permanently for Angie, unfortunately. So, I mean, and your vision did get better.
It did get better.
Right. Doc says sunglasses time. Not Doc, Paul says so she had Stevie Wonder glasses.
Oh my God.
It's true.
You're so rude.
I mean, but it's true. Wearing your Stevie Wonder glasses.
I lost them when I came to see you.
Don't blame me. That was a good look for her.
It was not. Those were
Wasn't.
terrible.
They were bad.
You're so mean.
They were bad. I was like,
Oh my God. Do you remember? I got the surgery done in August of 2021, a week before the kids were starting school.
yeah, she was crazy. I don't know why she
didn't
did
realize.
it.
Well,
Yeah.
I honestly just didn't realize this was the first time I had to deal with the school system, so I didn't realize it was going to be so much.
Yeah.
But India came to stay with me for 2 weeks while I was healing, whatever. And I remember getting the surgery done and then coming home and putting my fleece blankets that I have in my ottoman
yeah.
covered. I threw them all because at the time I didn't have any curtains on my windows. I just had like the frosted peel and stick thing that you could put on because I liked the sunlight. So I put and you called me a vampire for a really long time.
Yeah.
Because it was so dark in the house, but I needed it to be. Like I remember going out to like take the kids in the morning. It
Yeah.
would be like I literally had to hide. So
Yeah.
it's not that bad anymore, but
Yeah.
it does bother me.
All right. So we are going to get into what we're going to get into the way we normally do ladies' night. We're going to do some pod deck stuff. So what do you want to do? Pick. Would you rather? Holiday traditions, New Year, New You. The future freaks me out.
You
Funny
can go ahead and
films.
pick any.
Go pick any. You have no.
I
This
mean,
or
don't get
that.
all deep.
Royal
Don't
Rumble.
get deep and emotional.
Globetrotter. Let's see what Globetrotter is. I feel like we've looked at some Globetrotter stuff. Some of these questions sometimes are just like, and I'm using pod decks. I have a discount code. If you like these questions that I do on Ladies Night, they have an app. They also have physical decks, which is cool if you have like family over and you want to play some games. It's kind of like a little bit like Cards Against Humanity. A little bit like Cards Against Humanity. But, okay. Favorite travel photo taken?
My favorite travel photo. You know, it's actually a photo of me that I don't think that I look very nice. It's not my favorite photo of me. Like, I think that there are ones that I look more pretty. But the first time I left the country was in 2020, right before the pandemic.
Yeah.
And on a whim, my cousin was like, let's go to Iceland in like September or October. And I was like, sure, let's do it. So we went ahead and went in February of 2020. So literally as the pandemic was making its way into the United States.
Yeah.
And I planned the trip from the beginning to the end, detailed everything, Word document, what to wear, what we were doing, how long it would take. I mean, I did everything.
Yeah.
So we got on the plane. I don't remember what time it was here, but we landed at 6:00 in the morning over there.
Yeah.
So we were definitely up probably 24 hours, had not slept. And our first excursion was a 2-hour drive from where we were, so it's in Reykjavik, Iceland, 2 hours away to a glacier. And I was so tired, but you're like exhilarated because I was like, this is so amazing, somewhere I've never been. And I remember my cousin was like, oh, hey, let me take your picture. And I've got, like the cool boots on with the ice thing, and I have an ice pick. And I look at it and I'm like, I don't really like this picture, but I love that picture because it's probably one of the first pictures that we took there that wasn't just like, oh, let's take a selfie. It was like, I'm about to do something really cool. And we actually hiked the glacier, and the glacier is over a volcano that last year actually erupted or something like that. Yeah, something like that, like something weird like that it's like in front of it or on top of it, but it was really cool.
That's cool.
Yeah, probably my photos from Iceland, a lot of those ones are my favorite.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I would say I feel like the first photo that came to mind, and they're kind of a set of photos, but it was when I went to Paris with my mom, specifically when we visited the Notre Dame, and we went all the way to the top, and I put on my longer lens. Well, I don't know the focal length, I don't use it all the time, but it's one of the zoom lenses, and they have all of the gargoyles, beautiful gargoyles on the top of the Notre Dame. And so just seeing kind of the Eiffel Tower in the background, where I took a picture of the gargoyle, seeing the Eiffel Tower like kind of blurred out with the depth effect. And then just, I don't know. I've always like, do you guys remember there used to be a cartoon? Well, our generation, I don't know you because I'm a few years
I watched it.
Gargoyles?
Yeah, I
loved that cartoon.
I did not like it.
Why? It scared you?
I don't think it scared me. I just thought it was a stupid cartoon. And I would obviously watch it because the cartoon is a cartoon.
But you thought it was stupid.
I don't think I liked it.
I'm done. Get off the stream. The heck?
All right, you can do Ladies Night by yourself. Yeah, I don't think it was a cartoon that I really cared for.
I loved gargoyles. Oh, well, anyway, because I loved gargoyles, and so it's so funny. That's the one thing that I do look for when like they have the buildings, nicer, older buildings. I look to see if they have gargoyles, and usually, like Philly, I told you, a lot of Philly does. I feel like gives me hints of Paris with like the museums and the buildings and the structures.
Oh, definitely.
But I haven't seen any gargoyles there. But walking around all of Paris, I would look up to see, and it's very prevalent there. But I would say one of those pictures.
So I feel like from, you and I walking around and me having taken that architecture class, that I think that because Philly, and I don't know that it's through the whole United States, but Philly is a city. It was the first city. So I would assume that when they were deciding to build these buildings and stuff like that, that they were pulling from the most beautiful places. And I would say that Europe, Paris, that would be a place that is architecturally beautiful, that they're like, oh, let's build these buildings to look like this. So
yeah,
I see that. I've never been to Paris, but makes sense to me.
Yeah. All right. Next question. Are you more afraid of getting lost in a jungle or in a desert?
Let me just start with, I'm not going to either place. Why would I be in a jungle? Like an actual
First of all, there's a jungle in Puerto Rico. There's a yunque. Well, that's a rainforest, which is considered... No, because a rainforest is technically considered a jungle. The Amazon,
I
that's
just
a
thought,
jungle.
that's what I thought of. Like deep, dark.
But a
all
yunque
the-
is the same thing.
Okay, but no.
Yes. What?
Okay, so I would say, so what is the question?
Are you more afraid of getting lost in a jungle or in a desert? Laura says in a desert. Why?
I say in the desert because
No.
because in the desert there's nothing. There's no
Right, so you're dying of thirst.
Exactly,
You're dying
so I
of
wouldn't
heat
want to get lost
exhaustion,
there.
You're dying of starvation.
Exactly.
Listen, no.
I would be more scared in the desert.
Find me some water because
Where?
it's a jungle. In a jungle,
Exactly.
it rains,
me
bro.
and Laura are saying the same thing. Are you more afraid of getting lost in a jungle or a desert? We're more afraid of getting lost in a desert because there's no resources.
See, this is what happens. I be
You
fighting.
just got mad hype for no reason.
I be fighting.
You do be fighting.
I be fighting like I'm ready, like I am right. See, that's the one thing. You want me on your team. I should have been an attorney, right? Because that's what attorneys do.
No,
Listen,
yeah, I definitely, because in a desert there's nothing. That's why I was like, why would I be in
Okay.
either place? But at least in a jungle, you could find water, you could find something to eat, or, you know.
Yeah.
Is there a child?
Yes, there is a child at the top of the steps.
Please go to bed. You can. Go sleep in mommy's bed. She kills me. 10:30.
Okay.
Anyways.
So my bad. All right, I was ready to go.
You were.
You
You
know.
were about to.
Paul says there are bugs and creatures in the jungle. Right. That's where I want to get lost at. I don't want to get lost in the desert.
Yeah, but like in a jungle, what if you can't climb the tree to like sleep in a safe space? You're down on the floor. It gets
You can
dark.
adapt.
Listen,
No,
when it
you
gets
adapt.
dark,
We're humans.
No,
We're-
hold on.
no,
when
no,
it gets
no,
dark
no.
in the when it gets dark, you're about to hit me.
I'm not.
When it gets dark in the jungle, that's really dark because that canopy cover, that's not letting any of the moon, like it's dark. You're not going to see nothing.
That's okay.
I don't know. I mean, so, you know, gun to my head, I have to answer the question. Definitely don't want to get lost in a desert because there's nothing.
No, right. That's no.
Which is not true. There are things, but you just have to know
like
them.
scorpions and rattlesnakes.
I mean,
I'm good. And an oasis or not an oasis, a mirage of water so that you can go crazy. No. Put me in a jungle, and Paul says you can be eaten in the jungle. That's okay because I can
Exactly.
also eat. You can be the prey or the predator, okay? And I'm gonna adapt. Listen, put me wherever. I'm gonna adapt. Don't put me wherever. Just don't put me in a jungle. I mean, in a desert. That's what I got to say. Have you ever committed a crime or an illegal act while traveling? You're
No.
a goody two shoes. I knew that.
Oh
Look
my
at
gosh.
what the emphasis. She's
No,
like,
listen.
no.
Listen, because I've said this. I don't know why. Okay, I do know why because I love National Geographic, and so I grew up in my teens watching National Geographic, and they had a show called Locked Up Abroad. And then
Paul says India of the jungle. Yes, India of the jungle. Absolutely.
they had a show called Locked Up Abroad, and it made me, now that I'm saying this now, it makes me think of like Scared Straight, like before, you know, before you do something bad, let me scare you so that you won't do something bad. And so I feel like it scared me so much to go to jail in another country that I was like, I'm never going to another country. Like, I'm just never going I was scared. I was terrified. I wouldn't, not even, no one was like, oh, hey, let's go here. And I was like, no, I don't want to go to jail there. But it was like, I had no desire to leave the country. I was like, there's so many things to see in the United States. Like, I can travel here and, you know, I'll see a million things and it'll be fine. And then, like I said, 2020 came and my cousin was like, hey, let's go to Iceland. And I was like, why not? And so we went, and now I'm like, oh my gosh, you missed out. Like, that is and I really don't live with regrets in my life, right? Like, everything happens for a reason, and at the time it's supposed to. But if I could go back and do something different, or what I hope to instill in my children, is to travel more. There is so much to see, so many people to meet, so many different cultures and experiences that happen when you are not in your little comfort zone bubble of the world. No matter where you, like, you could be living in New York, you could be living in Philly, right, where there's so much to do. But you're still not experiencing life because you're just in this little space. So
Paul says, does being shoved into a hotel hallway naked count?
wait, let's see.
Yeah, I
I
think
mean,
so.
that's indecent exposure. So
Yeah.
yes.
Paul, I need to have Paul on the show. I need to take
You
clippets of
do.
all of his comments when he gives random comments
Yeah.
like this. Bring those comments on
And
screen
let's talk
and be
about
like,
those.
okay, explain this.
That's
On
funny.
May 21st, you said,
That's so
and then
funny.
bring that comment on screen and say, please explain. I'm gonna do that to Paul one day. That's so funny. All
So
right.
yeah,
Oh.
no crimes or anything in another country, and I would never. Like I feel like I would
Yeah,
just.
I've never, neither. I've definitely have the fear because it's like, oh my God, I can't break the law somewhere because if I break the law, outside,
I was even
like,
scared to unintentionally break the law. Like, what if when I'm traveling to some place on Thursdays, you're only allowed to do X, Y? Like,
babe.
no, I'm dead serious. And then I'm here taking a butt. Like, no, I can't.
No.
Listen, some of these jails are terrible. Like, they are terrible. Like, it's just literally a box. Everybody's just
I
in a
mean,
box. In other country, oh my God.
no.
And not that, and I'm saying this, and I'm going to just say this last sentence and then we can go on.
Mm-hmm.
Not that our system is any better,
Right.
like our jail system or anything is, our prison system is any better than
Right.
other countries. But right there's like, I feel like I would watch things from other countries where it was like the police were scared to go to the jail kind of thing because whoever was in jail was the person who, right? And it's like, I don't think that kind of stuff happens in our
Yeah.
prisons. It's different stuff, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, no, I'm never going anywhere. But now I just go places and then I just be like, I don't know what you're talking about, right? Like, I'm not from here, speak to me in English or whatever it is so that I know what's happening so that I don't get in trouble. So
Paul says, Angie, you have access to the Mr. Moderator bailed bond service.
thank you, Mom.
Okay. Is there a museum that you have visited, that blew you away?
Not yet.
No. I mean, I've gone to the Louvre and I think I was more disappointed with the Louvre. You know what? I take that back. I was more disappointed with the Louvre than probably being blown away because first of all, you start reading about it and they say that it literally takes a month if you want to see everything. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, well,
Because
I'm not going to see. Yeah, that's how
or
big it is. It's
Okay.
like levels. It's huge.
what's in it? Is it like art?
The Mona Lisa's in there.
But it's like an
It's
art museum?
It's art. It's sculptures. It's everything. When I went to, and I don't know how to pronounce it, so forgive me.
You're not forgetting.
Palace of Versailles, I think it is. I think it's the Palace of Versailles. My mom really wanted to go there, and we took like kind of like the Amtrak in Paris, an hour, and it was like an hour, probably an hour and 10 minutes, and that's where Napoleon lived.
Okay.
And the grounds are beautiful. I actually took some really good pictures there. That thing I showed the picture that it was like one of the gods coming out of the ground. I took a pic. I've shown you the pictures.
Maybe.
But the grounds are huge. And then walking through the palace itself and how everything is still, for the most
Preserved.
part, it preserved and the beds and the gold and the velvet, like me. I was like,
Luxury.
I was in love, but it was so big. So that definitely blew me away. And to see, like, oh, this is where they ate. This was their dining hall. This was their bedroom. Like, this was where
I
his
like
office
that
was.
kind of stuff better.
That stuff was cool. That blew me away.
I don't think that. So we went to MoMA last year. I don't think that I am.
Bye, Lewis. Thank you so much. Lewis is getting ready for his stream. Appreciate
Okay.
you. Go ahead.
Night, Lewis. I don't think that I really care much for an art museum because, again, art is
Yeah.
subjective and you think this is beautiful and I think it's boring. So it's
Yeah.
just kind of a waste of my time.
Yeah.
Or I think something's beautiful and you think it's boring. And then, we were going through and I was like, who decided this was beautiful? Like,
Right.
this is mad regular. So I, I feel like.
Tell me how you really feel.
I feel like going to like the so now that we're talking about this, the Pequot Museum here in Connecticut
Yeah.
is a school field trip that you go on multiple times.
Okay.
You go in 6th grade, you go in 8th grade, you
Yeah.
go sometime in high school. But of course you're a kid,
Yeah.
You don't care. You're just doing whatever you got to do to get through the day or whatever.
Yeah.
I did go as as a young adult. I was 19 maybe, and I do remember going through when the exhibits are the exhibits, but they had this part where they were almost like a reenactment, like movie-ish kind of thing. And I remember being very moved in that. So I think that, so I'm saying all of this to say that I think I know that I prefer something that is more real
Yeah.
versus art.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
I
I
get
want to
that.
see
Yeah.
like, this is where, so and so lived, this important person in our history. This is where they lived, how they lived,
Yeah.
why they did the things they did. I think that I find that more interesting than somebody painted this and we said that it's beautiful.
Gotcha.
Like that is.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So we'll do 2 more cards and then we'll wrap it up.
Okay.
All right. What is the most unique food dish that you have had? It says that you have, but
While traveling, I don't think anything crazy.
what did you, when you went to Aruba, didn't they say? What did you guys, or wasn't it
I didn't
horse,
eat
baby
it.
horse or some shit
No,
like that
so
in Iceland?
No, yeah, in Iceland. They're not actually baby horses. This is like, they're horses that have not been genetically modified. So they're like small, like ponies, but they're like full grown adult horses and they eat horse there. And so it's like they're eating baby horses, but they're not actually baby horses.
But you didn't eat them?
No. Oh,
Okay.
God, no.
No.
I shouldn't say it like that, but no, I didn't. And then in Aruba, the the guy was telling us that they
there you
eat
go.
lizard there on
Yeah.
a regular basis.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm going to take you to a place. Because, when I go travel, I've only been to 2 countries. But when I go to different places, even going to Philly, I want to try different
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
You like to eat the same things over and
That's
over.
not true. I mean, a little bit. So what?
Okay.
But I will try new things.
I'm not saying that you won't try new things, but you like, oh, let's go get soup dumplings. And you're like, let's go to the same place we always get soup dumplings.
Well, because once you find a good place, no. No.
No. So, anyways, so he's like, let's take you to this place or whatever. And I'm all down for it. Like, it's off of the resort. And when we went to Aruba, we were on a resort. So
Yeah.
it was off the resort. And he's like, this is going to be, the most authentic food that you get. So we got like fresh seafood and stuff. But he's like, they've got a really good lizard soup. And I was like,
No.
I just can't do it.
Yeah,
Like,
I know.
I just, there's things that I just can't put in my mouth. And lizard is one of them.
Yeah.
Well, I guess in the jungle there's not lizards, but I was
There
gonna
are lizards in the jungle, babe.
not
What the hell?
lizards.
Babe,
Lizards?
just stop right there. Yes.
No, lizards like warm areas.
There are lizards that like geckos. Gecko is a lizard and geckos live in like tropical.
Okay, well I'm thinking like the the other.
Or like salamanders, like babe, lizards, you can find lizards in the jungle.
All right. Well, anyways, if you're stuck in the jungle, you got to eat new shit. That's what I was trying to say.
Well, yes. I mean, I will. And when I went to Paris, of course, I absolutely had to try escargot with my mom. We tried the escargot. Absolutely loved it. It was great. Big snail shells, huge. They're not like little snail shells that you find. They're big snail shells. They give you like the little forks like you get when you are... It's not... It's cooked. It's not... It's actually was... So they served at the place, I guess probably that's how it's cooked, in a green pesto sauce. The meat was fine. The meat didn't taste like anything. The meat is cooked. You take it with the little fork like you get when you're eating like crabs.
Yeah.
You take it out and then it's cooked and it has the green pesto sauce. And, you can put it some more, they put enough on the plate. That green pesto sauce, the green pesto sauce was so good. They gave us bread and I finished the green pesto sauce with the bread. And, I've been to Paris twice. I had it both times and both times at different restaurants. It tasted good.
I don't know about that.
It was good. Both said, as I said, you can be eaten in the jungle. All right, last card. I know this question, but I guess you can answer it for other people. Are you a travel planner or a spontaneous traveler? I know this answer.
Am I a travel planner or spontaneous? I have my answer. What is your
You're a
answer?
travel planner. You are not a spontaneous traveler. You're not. You're not.
So,
No. I don't want to hear it. You're not. You're a travel planner.
I'm both.
No.
I'm both because Iceland was a trip that I said I planned from top to bottom. Every single thing, like clockwork. We're waking up at 6 o'clock. We're at breakfast by 6:30, right? I planned everything. And that was, a couple of months in time. But when I went to Aruba, I think I had maybe 3 to 4 weeks to go.
But you still planned it.
Pause. No, wait. So my cousin showed up at my house and said, hey, let's go to Aruba for her 40th birthday. I was like, absolutely, let's go. And we literally just went and bought the tickets. There was nothing to plan. We got out there. We got on the beach. Some guy was like, hey, you guys want to do some stuff? And we were like, all right, sure, we'll try that. Like, there was not the same planning that I did for Iceland.
I think if you had the choice, you are a travel planner.
I mean, I just don't want to go nowhere and waste my time.
Yeah, so you're a travel planner.
I don't want to go anywhere and waste my time.
I am absolutely a travel planner. You guys know me. I need to be in control and I need to control things. So there's no spontaneous things. I mean, and that doesn't mean that it's going to be an uptight vacation. It's going to be right. So like, when I went to San Francisco for 4 days, I mean, I didn't plan anything because I was with, I went
with people. Yeah.
With people and stuff. But it's definitely one of those things of, okay, I know that I want to. And we did some planning because we did go to a Giants baseball game. And then we went to Fisherman's Wharf and stuff like that. Yeah, I need to plan. Again, even if it's low key. Even if it's low key, it's like, all right, what are we going to do?
I think we did some like loose, like, oh, these are the kinds of things we can do out there. But we'll just, I don't even know if that we did that, honestly. It really was, we're just going to go and we're going to have a good time. And we were there for 4 days, I think. So more than enough time to do stuff. But then we got there and we were packing things in till the very last day.
Yeah.
We're supposed to be getting on the airport and we're like, hey, can we cut this excursion a little short because we have to get to the airport.
Yeah, I remember you told me that. Yeah.
It was a good time, but I like that spontaneous.
Yeah.
I was upstairs. I come downstairs and my cousins are like, hey, we're going to go sea bobbing. And I was like, all right. Not knowing what it was.
Yeah.
Like, I like being in that space because that did push me. Aruba pushed me to do things that I never thought that I would do.
Yeah.
And I don't think that I could have planned that stuff, right? It would have been like, oh, hey, we're going to swim in the ocean and we're going to see a shipwreck. And I'd be like, you're not including me in that. Like, what do you mean? There are sharks in the ocean. But in the moment, it was like, all right, sure, let's go do that.
Yeah.
And so then I went and did that. And then it was like, I still get like, I can't believe, and I'm saying the middle of the ocean, it was like a half a mile off the shore.
Yeah.
But for me, it was the middle of the ocean.
Yeah, I get that.
So.
Yeah. Paul says, work made me a spontaneous traveler. I can go to work in the morning and be leaving for Europe in the evening. That's pretty cool.
That's really cool.
Yeah. All right, folks. So we are coming up on an hour. We did a quick ladies' night. Angie's yawning to put emphasis that she's extremely tired.
I'm really not.
You're really not?
No.
I
am really tired.
We're going to do what we do. Day... Now you know why my mom was struggling. I can't. Right there.
There you go.
There you go. Now up. There you go.
I'm glad I'm actually looking at your hand.
There you go. Day 78, 22 days to go. We are at the absolute tail end. I appreciate you. I'll be doing a quick live stream. I am going back home tomorrow, so I'll be doing a quick live stream before I leave in the evening tomorrow. And that's it. We're coming up on the tail end. I do want to do some more good things now for the last 3 weeks. So we're going to have Kali on. We're going to talk some more specifics about Kajabi and the pipelines and funneling and email marketing. I do want to do a Luma Fusion demo of bringing in some video clips of how you can do some really quick editing of pre-recorded videos. I have one that I said that I was going to use with you guys to kind of chop it up. So we're going to do that. I finally, after yesterday's live stream, I got the GoPro webcam to show up. So like Dr. Omar had said, I needed to restart the GoPro and well, the Ecamm, and that showed up, so we can demo that. So we're gonna plan a little bit more things. I'm having some problems with my loop deck. I did say I wanted to talk about the loop deck and some of the software, but right now it's not working for me, so we may not do that. But that is what we're gonna do. What we're gonna do. What website? What website? What are you talking about, Paul? Tomorrow will be in the final 3 weeks. Yes, but I don't know what website. That's okay. You can let me see if he texts me. Paul usually texts me and I'm like not seeing. No, he doesn't text me. I don't know, but that's all right. We can talk about it tomorrow. All right, you guys, I will catch you guys tomorrow. I don't even know where my end scene is. Oh, Angie's website. Oh, that is good. We do need to do your website. So we have to build that up. Thank you. So yeah, so we can build out some really good stuff for the last 3 weeks and kind of go out with a good bang. Thanks for that reminder, because we do have to do your website and get that going and underway.
We'll be back this week, yeah?
I will be back at the end of this week. Yeah, if I have a desk space set up.
About that.
All right, you guys, have a good night. I will catch you guys tomorrow. Peace out.
Yeah.